Where once it was only whispers and white shoes, today suburban bowls clubs tend to have more colour and volume. The Ping of the Pokies once occupied Brisbane's Barden Bowls Club until Trevor Worth envisaged something more family-friendly.
We decided to sell the last pokies and end the licence, the gaming licence. It was actually more natural rather than big decision because the revenue had gone down for 5 years.
It was a pivotal moment that sparked a cultural and financial rejuvenation for the club.
What we used to produce in a weekend in terms of revenue and sales, we then credited in a day. It felt like I was just communicating with the community and looking for what they wanted and just making sure everyone was invited.
I've heard figures from 120,000 up to about 40,000 debt. No one really planned to give him a hand, and sort of Trevor got in with Helen, his wife, and helped.
Trevor Worth is a hands-on specialist in managing change, turning around brands and businesses facing adversity. The reinvention of the Bowls Club was a product of Trevor's own resurgence from a cancer diagnosis and a desire to give back to his community.
I got Hodgkin's disease. Obviously quite a stressful period, but I was lucky in the sense that it was caught early, and for me that became the purpose of saying I want more purpose than I have had in recent years in work. I've got no interest in bowling or gaming or running a restaurant or running a bar, but I'm just helping out the community because it was a hub that didn't attract families.
Employing the skills he'd honed in a successful career in tourism in the UK.
His ability to look at a balance sheet or a spreadsheet, say pretty quickly, yes, those numbers are fine, those numbers could be improved a bit, and those numbers are completely wrong, and from then to move on quite quickly to do something about it.
His efforts didn't go unnoticed, soon after lured to Australia by a company that was bleeding money and needed a saviour.
The company wanted to bring me in to turn their business around. That was losing 6 figures a year. Turned it around, made it profitable, bought the company, kept growing it, and then sold it to RSEQ.
FlexiGM is the culmination of 30 years of change management experience, a skill set sorely needed in times of crisis, especially with the spectre of COVID looming large across business, big and small.
The market wants flexibility, and therefore that's a core offering of mine, to make sure you don't need to actually try and recruit someone who you want to have there maybe 10 years, but you have to navigate a change, particularly now, that may take 6 months. Whether it's the GFC, whether it's opening and closing retail sites, building call centres, rebuilding online platforms. I've been involved in all of these where I've managed 10 sites.
Totally reliable, totally committed, totally trustworthy.
Just a genuine person that understands and is driven to get good results. I think whatever he does and puts his mind to it, he'll be able to achieve it.